I dey like when people dey wicked, they can't carry that wickedness from Nigeria enter America. You know why? There's no how they will escape that wickedness for America. You wicked from Nigeria, can't enter America. Now America go straight in your head. This is not the story of our sister, one of us here in America, specifically in New Jersey. A 51-year-old woman and her husband, we wicked so then carry people from Nigeria come America. We're going to continue the wickedness on these people. Welcome back. This time last year, the news broke out that 2 of our people, a couple, were arrested in New Jersey for for forced labor and trafficking. This couple, Bolaji Bolariwa and the husband, brought in people from Nigeria into America. Bolaji went to Nigeria to go meet people, say, come, I will help you to enter US. I go help you. So she brought in 2 people at 2 intervals, not the same time. She brought one and in 2015 and brought the second one in 2016. And told them that when you reach America, I'm going to help you. Of course, we know America is a land of opportunities. Nobody will here say, I want to carry you go America. And they will not be happy. They will not cooperate. So the first woman followed her, got to America. And to the surprise of the woman, instead of Bolaji living up to her promises of helping the woman to live a fulfilled dream of American dreams, Bolaji kept her inside the house. This is the picture of Bolaji you are looking. Bolaji kept her inside the house to be doing labor. That is forced labor. They call it forced labor. That is, you are being forced to do what you don't want to do. And the labor is to take care of her children. In fact, like house girl. That is just what it in a nutshell. That is what it means. So Bolaji brought the woman to start doing house help for her. And that was not the initial agreement. Not only that, Bolaji seized their passport. And they said Bolaji was manhandling them, abusing them physically and otherwise. Then she brought another one in 2016 and said, I'm going to put you in school. She actually put that one in school. Say, there are things where you go do. Know how, if you wicked, some things go happen where we say you go chop karma. And this is why I tell people, let us be careful what we do. No matter what you do, you cannot get away with wickedness forever. So she brought in this other lady as a student on student visa and subjected that one to house help job. She restricts their movement, she monitors them, she has CCTV, they have to take care of her children, clean her house, every work that you can think of that we subject house help to do is what she's subjecting them to do. The worst part of it, she was not even paying these people. She was not paying them any salary. The only thing she was doing, housing them and giving them food. And she seized their passports. So the other lady that she brought in as a student, now that one can't expose her. So according to the news, they say Bolaji then recruited the second victim to the United States on a student visa. When the second victim arrived in US in April 2016, Bolariwa similarly confiscated her passport and coerced her to perform household work and childcare, but relied more heavily on physical abuse. The 2 victims lived and worked in Bolariwa's home until October 2016, when the second victim notified a professor at her college who reported the information to the FBI. That was when her cup became full. They said in addition, so as it is, Bolariwa has been sentenced to 45 months in prison. Help me calculate. Even plenty. 12. Even reach 4 years anyway. So 45 months in prison. So not only that, she has been imposed with a fine of $35,000 and she has been ordered to pay the victim $87,518 to restitute to the victims of what she did, They went on, they said defendants exploited their relationship with the victims, brought them into US, like I said, with false promises. You know the part where can sweet me pass for this story is that restitution. If it will be in Nigeria, they will say they take bed, beggar. And you know the funniest thing, this our Bolariwa sister. She's a born-again Christian, spirit-filled, Jim Christian, that people will see in church and say she's a prayer warrior. She's a this, she's a that, she's a child of God. She's the one doing this kind of thing. Brought people into America, collect their passports, make sure they are working in the house, they cannot go to anywhere, they are being monitored, they are being, all she does is to give them food, and that is it. But as fate will have it, if you are wicked, I wonder this kind of person, how she will be treating her house help back in Nigeria. If she can come into this America, knowing the system, she's a US citizen, knowing the system of America very well. She's a professional, knowing how this country works, knowing the law and everything, and you still do this, and you think you can get away with it. Only God knows how long she's been doing it before this one come bulowo. And so they carry our sister, as she did now, Nigeria tarara, where she belongs. And by the time she will come out, her life will never be the same again. Our life is going to be like the life of somebody who gave their life to Christ. They say when you give your life to Christ, all things have passed away, all things have become new. By the time she's coming out, all things are going to become new, because she's going to be indebted to the tune of almost $120,000. And you know how as America they work, she has to pay the money by fire by force. As she's working, that is if she gets a good job. As she's working, they are collecting the money. As she's working, they are collecting the money direct from her accounts. I love America. I say God bless America, and God bless America again. Help me to repeat it. Say God bless America. When you do your yeye for Nigeria, let it stay there. Nigeria, you go do something, nobody will talk. Nigeria, you go do something, you will pay people that are supposed to help victims to get justice, and you walk away like you didn't do anything. But in America, even if you are a lawyer, if you are a judge, if you are a this, you will pay for your crime. If you don't want to do the time, do not do the crime. Like we all know, we have seen cases, many cases of child labor in Nigeria, whereby they are brutalized, the way they treat them, some of them serious abuse, physical and otherwise. We have seen cases of somebody using iron on their maid, hot iron. It's as bad as that. At the end of the day, we only hear noise, and that will be the end. So you think you want to continue that rubbish? I wonder if this woman lives in Nigeria. I wonder when she was living in Nigeria, how she was treating people. Now you come to America to come and continue. You met your Waterloo. I don't know, do you feel pity for her? Or are you saying Aduni is always judging? Do you think what she did was right? Carry somebody from Nigeria with the promise of a better life. Come hold them. Say, now, maybe they are your children. Why didn't you tell them that from the beginning? See you, I need somebody to help me to take care of my children. But it's going to be an opportunity for you to come into US. You have contract. You have an agreement. You are going to be with me for so years. If one does not agree, another will agree. Not only that, according to the law of this country, it is not allowed. It is not allowed under the law to bring in people to come and work, and without you reporting to IRS that you have somebody working for you. But because she knows what she was doing, she knows labor, forced labor, is against the law. It is just as bad as trafficking. She brought them in, seized their passports, and forced them to do what they don't want to do, what they never agreed together to do. Honestly, the way some of our people behave, but I don't know what to think. Whether, to me, they didn't even give her enough. If I am allowed to do the judgment, I'll give her 10 years. So by the time she's coming out, she'll be like 61, 62. The years of those people, the years she wasted for them, she will pay it times 10 to teach others lesson. But they only gave her how many years? Only times 4. Because they got to know about it after a year. She brought the first and second woman, the second lady. So they only gave her times 4. I would have given her times 10. So by the time she's coming out, she said, don't use less. What if that lady did not report? What if that lady does not have boldness to talk to somebody of what they were going through? And so then for many years inside her house. And so their life, she will now debar them from getting any information that will help them. At the end of the day, those ones will now wake up one day and find out that legally they are in that country. Because under normal circumstances, therefore the first woman was just on visiting visa before she hold them down. So she's in the country illegally. The second one was a student. So that one is even still understandable a little bit. How can you use your life, somebody's life, to build your own life and destroy somebody's life? Do you think what she did was right? Do you think the judgment was enough or was too harsh? Anyway, they don't catch one of us again, as usual. And lesson to others. Before you bring somebody in, know what you are bringing them in for. If you think, as you bring them in, if you think they can never sell you out, or nobody will ever know, you are deceiving yourself. It is only a matter of time. So think twice before you do it. Think of the repercussion. Think of the danger. Think of jail. Either you want to be free or you want to be locked up.